So hello everybody. In today's video we are going to go over the journey that I have with transforming my Nintendo Switch Lite from black or gray to clear, transparent. And yes, the truth is that I've been open to feedback in my last videos, and I have received some questions. Pretty much if I had the video when I did my clear Nintendo Switch Lite that was shown on one of my previous videos? And the answer to that is yes. Here I have the video, and some of the other feedback that I have been getting a lot is the audio in my videos isn't as good, and probably my shooting isn't as good. And I really appreciate this feedback, believe me. And I consider myself a very somebody that learns pretty much fast. All this YouTube is pretty new to me, and I promise that I'll be giving my best effort to improve in these areas of opportunities. So yes, pretty much hopefully in the next month or two, in the next month, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, I've been giving you guys better audio quality, better shooting. All this is new to me. So yes, I just appreciate the feedback, and I'll beg you guys to bear with me. So yes, pretty much the opening of a Nintendo Switch is pretty much easy. You just have to take all the screws out, every screw that you see. Then once it's open, here is the Nintendo Switch. Yes, this is a Nintendo Switch. This is a Nintendo Switch. If you find one of these PCBs or one of these boards, one of these green boards, you have a Nintendo Switch. So that's pretty much a Nintendo Switch. This is the remote. Well, not the remote, the controller. Yeah, this is one controller. The other controller is attached to the other board. So, what else? Well, yeah, this transformation I have to remove the joysticks, all the buttons, pretty much all the screws. I even had to remove the battery, which later I realized was not necessary at all. It was my first time, being honest with you, but yeah, that's pretty much how you learn. So here are all of the buttons. I just continue to take all of the screws that was sitting around, keeping track of them, so And here is where I realized the battery wasn't necessary to be removed. But yes, I have already, so no problem. So here's one of the difficult part, and it's removing the LCD. So yes, as you saw here, I used the heat gun to apply some heat to it to soften the adhesive. And here I am removing the LCD. You need to be very careful when you do this, because if you rip one of these ribbon cables, pretty much you're done. So here is the new case or shell. I don't know how you guys call this, but yes, here is a transparent, here is a clear shell that I'm going to be using. I really think it's really cool to have clear electronics. The way you can see the components inside. I am not like a gamer, so I'm just like a lover of electronics, video consoles, smartphones. But yes, I'm not like a gamer, so this is pretty much gonna be like to my personal collection. It's not like something I'm going to use that much. So now putting everything back to where it's supposed to be. Um, I have said that before, but normally I don't do like tutorials, like showing you guys how things are supposed to be done. That's the reason why I'm going so fast. in this recording. So yes, leaving that to one side, here we have the Nintendo Switch back to life. I did the basic testing, and this is very important. The thermal paste is pretty much to keep the Nintendo Switch temperature under control. So since I am not going to be using this heat sink, it's very important to apply some good amount of thermal paste. So pretty much I'm done now. Here is how this looks. I think the looking is amazing because, as I said, I'm a personal fan of transparent electronics or clear electronics. So yes, everything functions normally as it's supposed to. Unfortunately, at the moment, I don't have any games. I don't have any hard games. All the games that I have are on the memory of the other Nintendo Switch that I have. But yes, here I can do the basic testing. It all looks good. I did not damage anything during the process. So I hope you guys enjoy the transformation of having, a regular, in this case, Nintendo Switch, transformed into something that's really cool, because that's what I think it is. It looks great. It's my personal opinion. And well, yes, I'm going to leave it without the heat sink, because as I say, I'm not going to be using this that much. And I'm planning on cutting the heat sink to make it smaller, because the thing is that if I put the heat sink on the back of it, this is going to pretty much cover all the all the chips, all the connections, everything. So that's pretty much boring. That's why I don't like that. And that is it for today's video. I just hope that you guys leave your comment, like, subscribe, or share this with somebody that can, care about my content. And